right tools, it makes it easy. And Professor Amos brings to us the grill and oven cleaning set. So you are going to get 32 ounces of the grill and oven concentrated cleaner. You're not buying a bottle of water, you're buying the concentrate. You're also going to get an empty spray bottle, which is what you see right there. That concentrate that you're getting makes 32 of these. So this is the concentrate. You add about an ounce of this and you fill up the rest with water. And this makes 32 of these. You're getting both, and you're going to get this amazing scrub sponge as well. All you do today is decide which scent you want. So we've got lemon, we have citrus, and we have the cucumber melon. All of the favorites from Professor Amos. You're getting these on sale for under $27. And the fact that one of these concentrate bottles makes 32 of these, that's about 84 cents per bottle. You can't beat that. Amos Harp III is joining us via Teams, and I love that.
Camera hook.
Amos, so good to see you.
You look like $1 million, girl.
Thank you.
I love the hair.
Thank you, thank you. And hey, look, we got the memo, the yellow and caramel memo.
Yeah,
love that.
I saw that. I was like, great minds think alike for sure. This is Professor Amos Grilling Oven, and just like Tamara just said, it's a concentrate. You make it as strong as you like. You can tailor it as light as you like. You're going to be able to make up to 32 bottles and clean any kind of cookware, bakeware, any kind of cooking surfaces. Let me get right into it. When you get this configuration home, take a look at this sprayer. I want you to come on and look here. There's a flap on here. If you close it, it's going to put out a really thick foam like that there. That foam just clings on to the grease, the oil, the grime, even on the backside there. Or you can open that flap and it puts out a spray. But look at the degreasing technology. This is Professor Amos Grilling Oven. You leave that sit for a good 2 minutes and let it go to work on the carbon buildup, the soot, the greases and oils, all that grime that's been cooked on there. And by the way, if that's cooked on there really bad, preheat that surface up to about 180 degrees Fahrenheit. What happens is the metal expands and it loosens all the grease that's been cooked in there. Now you can come off and wipe away the excess. It gets the job done effectively. You'll love the results because there's no soap, there's no bleach, there's no ammonia, nothing to deteriorate that cooking surface and break down the integrity of the cooking surface or make your food taste funny for that matter. Use it everywhere. So I cleaned that grill. Watch this. Look at your oven door. Let me show you how bad this is, Tamara. You at home? It's baked on. It's burned on. It's not coming off of there. Think about those non-stick surfaces like the Teflon or the Kevlar or any other kind of Pyrex that you have at home. Spray the product. Let the product do the work. Work smarter, not harder. You'll be glad you did, because if you just leave it sit for about 2 minutes, you can come back with that aggressive pad that we give you in a package, and it cuts through the grease and grime like nobody's business, getting the job done effectively, economically. What'd you say, 83 cents a bottle? Is that what you said, Tamara?
84 cents a bottle when you think you can make 32 bottles of cleaner. Look at that.
You clean every time you do it. So yes, use it on the oven door. Use it on the cookware. Use it on the bakeware. Now I want to show you this here. Take a look at the stainless steel. Oven cleaners from the store are corrosive. They may contain acids and ammonias and bleaches and stuff like that. It would literally compromise your metal. It would make that stainless steel or that aluminum turn colors on you. Now spray our Professor Amos down. Let it do the work so you don't have to. Just give it about 2 minutes. But look at what's happening. You see that foam going to work? It's actually breaking down the structure of all that grease, grime, and oil. Now that aggressive pad, it's all that and a bag of chips, because it gets through the layers of grease buildup. It gets through the grease and oil that's been baked on and cooked on. Now you just come back and wipe away the excess. But look at this, stainless steel, copper, brass. Think of all the different kind of cookwares and bakewares that you have at home. It gets the job done all the time.
I love that you've got, and we're going to show you more. Look at, okay, this always impresses me as well, because these are the kinds of areas that we actually don't clean very often. How often do you actually clean your oven? How often do you actually clean your grill? Maybe not as often as you should, because it's kind of hard to do. This makes it easy. Amos, you have the grate that goes over the microwave, the oven?
Okay, so this is above the stove area
The stove,
usually.
the stove,
It's in
yes.
that little range hood area where you're cooking and the smoke goes up when you turn that fan on, it goes right into this filter. So I want to show you this. I'm going to spray this filter down with this Professor Amos grilling oven. Remember, it's a proprietary formula that doesn't have bleach or ammonia or any kind of acid, so it's not going to compromise the filter. I'm going to take this filter, I'm going to insert it right into this tub of water. But let me show you all the technology that we know and love by my dad, Professor Amos. When I talk about cleaning, I'm talking about 50 years in business. My dad's been in business that long. We've been on Home Shopping Network for the last 20 years. This is innovative degreasing technology by my dad, Professor Amos. It gets the job done effective. No gloves, no mask when you're using it. And just a cleaning tip for you. I like to spray these with our grill and oven cleaner and then run it through the dishwasher. My goodness, it comes back to brand new every time you do it. You'll save so much time, so much money on the filters. And I just love that for you because economically it's correct. It's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money. And I'll tell you what, take a look at this. If you have an air fryer at home, I've been trying to live up to the standard here. I've been eating healthy. I've been cooking with the air fryer all the time, but my air fryer looks like this at home. It's greasy, it's oily because of all the cooking that I'm doing. When you want to clean that drip pan at the bottom of the air fryer, get all that grease buildup off of there, you're going to want to think about using this proprietary formula. I'm going to tell you why, because once you use this, it's definitely going to clean it. It's definitely going to break down all that grease and oil buildup, but it won't make the food taste funny. Think about this. If you've ever used the grill and oven cleaners at the store, yeah, they'll get the job done, but it makes your food taste funny for a month. And think about it. If you got that on your skin, it would literally burn you. You can use Professor Amos grill and oven, and if it gets on your skin, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to burn you or anything like that. This is a safe product to use around the house and get the job done effectively.
For sure. Let me just remind you, you're getting the concentrate, okay? This is the concentrate. This one bottle makes 32 of these bottles. That's where when you think, wait a minute, I'm not buying a cleaner for $26.99. I'm buying 32 bottles of cleaner for $26.99. It works out to 84 cents per bottle. And you're gonna get that heavy duty scouring sponge, which is so nice. And you can really get in there and get the job done. A lot of you are loving the lemon. I don't blame you. I love the lemon as well.
So good.
We have the citrus. And that's the thing. They're all good. They're all iconic from the brand. This is that citrus if you want it to go that way. And then, of course, the cucumber melon, you could use that. But while we have it on sale, you know what, Amos, while we have it in stock, because these are this is a set that we can't keep in stock. I'm just glad we have some now.
Yeah, we can't keep it in stock. It sells so well. Like I said, 20 years at HSN, you know the products. We are the business when it comes to squeaky clean. How about that? Professor Amos. Now, I've sprayed this area here. I want to show you. You spray the surface. This is the glass top. I'm showing you this because a lot of my friends, they ask me, what do I use on the glass top? Do you have anything that will clean that ceramic top or that glass top? Of course we do. Professor Amos grill and oven gets the job done even on the glass top, the cooktop, the range top, whatever kind of top you have at home. Think about the baking sheets, the muffin tin, and you hear that, Tamara?
Yes, squeaky clean. That's what we love.
Always leaving it squeaky clean. Now take a look at this. This is a drip pan. A lot of you still have this at home. I've been in some of my friends' homes, and these drip pans are usually what's under the burner there. If you have an electric stove or a gas stove, the drip pan catches all the grease and oil. Look at that. I didn't even touch it yet. Didn't even touch it yet. And that's been cooked on and baked on there. I'm going to take this aggressive pad that you get in the package. It bites right through the grease. It gets right through the oil. So good. I don't have to rub, scrub, push, and shove. You have everything you need to get the job done and get it back to the original state. Look at that aluminum drip pan. So good. This cleaner works so good. Now, I want to show you something because it's not just for the cookware and bakeware. Usually when we're cooking at home, you're getting fingerprints on the refrigerators, the garbage cans, the cabinetry. So I have this cabinet here, and I'm going to spray this proprietary formula on the cabinetry because this will clean painted surfaces, wood surfaces, granite, corian, or travertine. Like I said, no soap, no bleach, no ammonia. So I can use it all around the kitchen. If it's a hard surface, you could put this on there. Look at the amazing results. It works so good. Fingerprints, smudges, smears. How about those countertops too? Love it on the countertops. And while I'm at it, I just got to talk about the microwave oven. A lot of us at home are always using the microwave, and you're getting the splatters, and they get cooked into the microwave surface. Use this on all the cookware, all the bakeware, the microwave. You'll love it. Get the job done effectively. I want to get out here. I want to show you something. Tamara, take a look at this. You at home, if you have these at home, this is where the filter goes above the stove, and this is stainless steel. And I'm doing this to reference one thing. I want to show you the foam again, and the foam just clings on. So when you get this home, put it on foam mode. You won't have chemicals running all over the place. As long as it's clinging on, it's breaking down. It's breaking down the structure of the greases and oils and all the grime. I can literally come back and wipe off the excess fingerprints, smudges, and smears, and look how squeaky clean that is. My goodness, it looks so good.
Yes, it does.
Stainless steel refrigerators.
And it wasn't even
everywhere.
And you're not even using a lot of elbow grease at all, because the product is doing the work. You're just coming in and finishing it off at the end. Look at that refrigerator.
Right. Yeah.
I know somebody is watching and their
That-
refrigerator looks like the before.
That's so good, right? The fingerprints, you know, like when I'm cooking, I'm getting busy. You know, I've got my kids running all over the house, Tamara. You know, it's like the house is it's a crazy place when I'm cooking at home for the kids. I'm getting fingerprints on the refrigerator. I'm getting them on the cabinetry. No problem, though. When I'm all said and done, I get my bottle. Remember, make it as strong as you like. Make it as light as you like. So this application right here, it's about a 10-to-1. I'm using about 1 ounce of cleaner to about 10 ounces of water. It will remove fingerprints, smudges, smears, any of that greasy cabinetry above the stove area where the cabinets collect all the greases and oil.
Yes.
It'll break that down. But let's get right back to the grill, because the grill is the foundation for this product. The grill is the foundation for the cooking, the grilling, the entertaining. You know, we're always hanging around that grill area and waiting for the steaks to get done. I'm going to put this sprayer on foam mode. And I like to cook those ribeye steaks, Tamara. I don't know about you, but I love me a greasy steak.
No, I like to eat them. I leave the cooking to my husband.
Okay. When it's time to clean, let's show them how to do it with the Professor Grilling Oven. Look at that. I mean, that was with a sponge. I didn't even use an aggressive pad. I just used a sponge to break down all that excess grease and oil. Just come back and wiping it away. It's so easy. It's so effortless.
Right.
I'm not coughing, sneezing, or wheezing when I'm using that. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
So good.
So good. And remember,
32
that's the same cleaner that Amos used to clean the pans, to clean the refrigerator door. You can clean the countertops. You can clean pretty much all the things in the kitchen. That's why the fact that one of these bottles makes 32 bottles is such a big deal, because you're not just going to use it for just the grill that you clean a couple times a year. 1 ounce.
That's right.
Makes 32 ounces with water, mix it with water, and it makes 32 bottles right here. So you get the concentrate, you get the empty bottle, and you're going to get this sponge that goes right along with it. This is what Amos was also using. He was also using a microfiber cloth in some cases to just wipe away the dirt. If you want the lemon, I know lemon has been very popular, you can do that. Over 200 of just the lemon in these last few minutes have been ordered. So if you love that, please do it. The citrus, always very popular as well, right behind that. And then, of course, we have that cucumber melon. But the cucumber melon is very limited now at this point. So if this is the scent, it's an original scent. It's one, if you've been using Professor Amos for whether it's 1 year or whether it's 20 years, cucumber melon has really been a staple in the line. So if that's the one you want,
they call it the OG.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And so, okay, in our last moment, show us one more dirty to clean, because this is.
I wanted to show you a happy dance, but I'll do them both. All right, let's get right back to the cookware. The happy dance is always one of my favorites, but listen, when you're cleaning, use this foam. It stays right there where you put it, and then you just break it down with that aggressive pad. Watch this. I'm just going to wipe away the excess. It's so easy to use. It's so effective.
Yes.
Gets the job done every time you do it.
Every time. Enjoy that one. 861-694 is the number. Amos, thank you so much. We'll see you again soon, my friend.
See you later, Tamara. Good to be with you.
Love it. You can keep shopping for yours, all right? You can always check hsn.com if you ever miss an item number, all right? And you can go ahead and see everything we've got from Professor Amos. We are moving on, and we gave you a little tease of this at the beginning of the show. This is the Let's Come